The problem with most travel safety advice is that it focuses on street scams and hotel fraud, but completely ignores the sophisticated operations happening inside airports themselves. Airport scammers have access to your flight information. They know when you're arriving, and they've perfected techniques that work specifically on tired, distracted travelers. From fake airport staff demanding fees to malicious QR codes that steal your banking information. These aren't the obvious scams you might expect. I'm breaking down every category so you'll never be caught off guard. First up are physical scams that target your most vulnerable moments. You just landed after a 12-hour flight, and someone in an airport uniform offers to help with your bags. But this simple act of kindness could cost you everything. Your luggage disappears, and suddenly you're facing demands for hundreds of dollars to get it back. This scam circulates widely in major international hubs. Physical scams target your most vulnerable moments when you're tired, distracted, and carrying valuable items through crowded terminals. You're dealing with jet lag, trying to find your way around an unfamiliar airport, and juggling multiple bags. Scammers know this is when your guard is down. They watch for specific signs that make you an easy target. These aren't random pickpockets looking for quick cash. Organized groups even track flight arrivals and position helpers at busy claims areas. They coordinate their timing to catch you at exactly the right moment. The horrible helper scam starts with someone wearing what looks like an official airport uniform. They approach you near baggage claim or outside the terminal. They offer to help carry your bags to a taxi or bus. The moment you hand over your luggage, they walk away quickly. When you follow them, they demand payment for their help. If you refuse, they threaten to keep your bags or claim you damaged something expensive. They target people who look confused, are traveling alone, or have multiple heavy bags. Women traveling solo are especially common targets because scammers assume they'll pay rather than cause a scene. Always wheel your own bag or use official trolleys. The spill technique creates instant chaos to cover the real crime. One person accidentally bumps into you and spills coffee or water on your clothes. They apologize loudly and start helping you clean up. While you're distracted and your bags are on the ground, their partner goes through your luggage or pickpockets your wallet and phone. This scam works because your natural reaction is to focus on the mess and the person helping you. You don't notice the second person until your valuables are already gone. Secure your bag first before you help clean any mess. Security stallers work in pairs at checkpoint lines. One scammer stalls you in line while a partner lifts your bag off the conveyor. Keep your luggage within arm's reach until it's fully through security. Airport staff sometimes run the loaded luggage scam at certain international airports. They plant small items in your checked bags during handling, usually something that looks suspicious but isn't actually illegal. When you collect your luggage, they approach you privately and claim they found the item during a random security check. They threaten to call airport police unless you pay an immediate fine. The planted items are usually small electronics, unfamiliar medicines, or unusual tools that could be questioned by real security. These teams coordinate their timing perfectly and use official-looking uniforms to appear legitimate. They study shift changes to know when real airport staff are distracted. They carry fake ID badges and wear uniforms that match airport colors. Some groups even use radios to communicate and coordinate between different areas of the terminal. You can protect yourself by carrying your own bags whenever possible. Never accept help from people who approach you first, even if they look official. Mark your valuables with bright tape or stickers so you can spot them quickly if someone tries to walk away with them. Use hardcover suitcases with TSA locks that make it harder for people to plant items or steal from your bags. Keep your bags in front of you at all times in crowded areas. If someone spills something on you, secure your belongings first before dealing with the mess. At security checkpoints, keep your bags in sight until they go through the scanner. Don't engage in long conversations with strangers in line. If airport staff approach you about problems with your luggage, ask to speak with a supervisor and ask for their official identification. Trust your instincts if something feels wrong. Real airport employees have procedures they follow and won't pressure you for immediate cash payments. They'll direct you to official offices or customer service desks. If someone demands money on the spot, walk away and find uniformed security guards or airport police. Key tips: accept help only from official staff desks, mark your luggage with bright tape, and stay alert at security lines. But physical theft is just the beginning. The real danger comes from threats you can't even see. That innocent QR code on the airport table could give hackers complete access to your bank account in under 30 seconds. You scan it thinking you're connecting to free Wi-Fi or checking flight information. Instead, you just handed over your passwords, credit card numbers, and personal data to criminals who are already using it to steal your money. Digital scams exploit the technology you rely on most, your phone, laptop, and the airport's own digital infrastructure. Every time you connect to Wi-Fi, charge your phone, or scan a code, you're creating opportunities for scammers. They know you need these services when you travel. They position themselves to intercept your data the moment you go online. Scammers create fake versions of legitimate services that look identical to the real thing, making detection nearly impossible. The fake Wi-Fi network has the same name as the real airport connection. The malicious QR code sits right next to the official airport information. The compromised charging station looks exactly like all the others. You can't tell the difference until it's too late. Phishing attacks use malicious QR codes that redirect you to fake websites designed to steal your login credentials and install malware on your device. Scammers print fake QR codes and stick them over real ones on airport tables, walls, and information boards. When you scan these codes, they take you to websites that look like legitimate airport services, airline check-in pages, or Wi-Fi login screens. You enter your information thinking you're accessing a real service. The fake website captures everything you type and can install software that tracks your activity even after you leave the airport. James Lee, Chief Operating Officer of the Identity Theft Resource Center, advises checking for tampering by running a finger over the code. If it feels raised or out of place, it might be a scam. Evil twin Wi-Fi networks mirror official airport connections but capture every piece of data you transmit. Scammers create networks with names like Airport Free Wi-Fi or Terminal Guest Access that look official. These networks don't require passwords, making them seem convenient. When you connect, everything you do online goes through the scammer's equipment first. They can see your emails, social media accounts, banking information, and any passwords you enter. They can also redirect you to fake versions of websites you trust. The connection might work normally, so you don't realize anything is wrong while they collect your personal information. Juice-jacking attacks happen when public USB charging ports are compromised with malware that infects your devices. Airport charging stations look safe and convenient, but some have been modified to do more than just charge your phone. When you plug in your device, malware transfers to your phone or tablet. This software can steal your photos, contacts, messages, and banking apps. It can also track your location and record your passwords. The malware works in the background, so your device seems normal while criminals access your personal information. Bluetooth hijacking lets scammers impersonate familiar devices to intercept your personal information. They use equipment that copies the names of devices you've connected to before, like your car stereo, home speakers, or wireless headphones. When your phone sees these familiar names, it connects automatically. Scammers can then access any data your phone shares through Bluetooth. They can also install software that gives them ongoing access to your device. Sharing boarding pass photos on social media provides scammers with enough data to create counterfeit travel documents. Your boarding pass contains your full name, booking reference number, frequent flyer information, and travel dates. Scammers use this information to access your airline account and cancel your return flights. They can also use the data to create fake travel documents or access other personal accounts. The information also tells criminals when your home will be empty, making you a target for burglary. Criminals also ask travelers to install fake apps that are actually malware. They approach you claiming you need a special Wi-Fi app to connect to the airport network. These apps look professional but give scammers complete access to your device. They can read your messages, access your banking apps, and steal your personal files. You can protect yourself with a digital protection plan. Verify QR codes before scanning by checking with airport staff if they look suspicious or ask for personal information. Use VPN connections when accessing public Wi-Fi to encrypt your data. Bring personal chargers and plug them into power outlets instead of USB ports. Keep Bluetooth disabled unless you're actively using it. Never install apps from unknown sources. Even if someone claims you need them for airport services, check the official airport website for the correct Wi-Fi network names and connection instructions. But the most devastating scams don't just steal your data. They empty your bank accounts while you watch helplessly. A single swipe at an airport ATM just transferred your life savings to criminals on the other side of the world, and you won't know until it's too late. Your card worked normally. The machine gave you cash. Everything seemed fine. But hidden devices captured your card number and PIN. By the time you check your account, thousands of dollars are gone. Financial scams at airports are sophisticated operations that can drain accounts, steal identities, and leave you stranded without money in a foreign country. These aren't simple pickpocket schemes. They're complex systems that target your bank accounts, credit cards, and personal financial information. Criminals invest serious money in equipment and planning because the payoff is huge. A single successful scam can net them thousands of dollars from one victim. These scams look completely legitimate and often involve official-looking equipment and professional-appearing staff members. The fake ATM looks exactly like a real one. The currency exchange booth has proper signage and professional uniforms. The payment terminals work normally. You can't tell something is wrong until you check your accounts later and discover unauthorized charges or missing money. ATM skimming devices capture your card data and PIN numbers when you use airport cash machines. Criminals install thin plastic overlays on the card slot that read your card's magnetic strip when you insert it. These overlays are nearly invisible when properly installed. They match the color and design of the real ATM perfectly. Hidden cameras record you entering your PIN, or criminals install fake keypads that capture each number you press. Some skimmers use wireless technology to send your information directly to criminals who can be anywhere in the world. The ATM works normally, so you get your cash and leave without knowing your information was stolen. Criminals then create duplicate cards and use your PIN to withdraw money from your accounts. Currency exchange scams use rigged calculators, counterfeit bills, and distraction techniques to shortchange travelers by hundreds of dollars. Exchange booth operators show you favorable rates on posted signs, but use calculators programmed to give you less money than you should receive. They count your money quickly and hand you a stack of bills that looks correct. Some bills in the stack are counterfeit or from countries with worthless currency. They also use distraction techniques during the counting process. While you're looking at exchange rate charts or answering questions, they palm some of your money or substitute smaller bills. By the time you realize you've been cheated, you're already at your gate or the exchange booth has closed. Fake airport lounge apps steal your payment information and use SMS access to bypass banking security measures. Criminals create apps that look identical to legitimate airline lounge apps. These fake apps appear in app stores with professional designs and good reviews from fake accounts. When you download the app and enter your credit card information to pay for lounge access, criminals capture all your payment details. The app also requests access to your text messages, claiming it needs this for verification codes. This access lets criminals see security codes your bank sends, allowing them to bypass two-factor authentication and access your accounts directly. Payment card fraud involves criminals using evil twin card readers that look identical to legitimate airport payment terminals. These fake terminals work at restaurants, shops, and service counters throughout the airport. When you swipe or insert your card, the device captures all your card information while processing your legitimate purchase. You receive your receipt and merchandise, so you don't suspect anything is wrong. Criminals then use your card information to make online purchases or create duplicate cards for in-person transactions. Fake airport staff demand immediate payment for fabricated fees, customs charges, or documentation problems. These scammers wear official-looking uniforms and carry fake identification badges. They approach travelers and claim there's a problem with their visa, customs declaration, or travel documents. They say you must pay an immediate fine to avoid missing your flight or being detained. They create fake company websites and phone numbers to make their demands seem legitimate. Real airport staff never demand cash payments on the spot and always direct you to official payment locations. You need a financial protection plan to avoid these scams. Use bank ATMs only, preferably inside the actual bank branches located in airports. These machines are monitored more closely and less likely to have skimming devices. Verify exchange rates on official financial websites before you travel, so you know what rates to expect. Download apps only from official sources like airline websites or verified app stores. Never pay unexpected fees to individuals, even if they claim to be airport staff. Real airport fees are paid at official counters with receipts. Cover the keypad when entering your PIN at any machine. Check your bank accounts regularly while traveling using your bank's official app. Use credit cards instead of debit cards when possible, since credit card fraud protection is stronger than debit card protection. Now that you know how these three categories of scams operate, let's talk about the mindset that will keep you safe in any airport. Airport scammers succeed because they exploit the three things every traveler experiences: physical exhaustion, digital dependency, and financial vulnerability. You're tired from long flights. You need technology to stay connected. You require financial services to function abroad. Criminals know this and position themselves to take advantage. Stay vigilant physically, digitally, and financially, and remember that legitimate airport services never pressure you for immediate action. Real airport staff follow procedures and give you time to think. Scammers create fake urgency to bypass your critical thinking. Armed with this knowledge, you can travel confidently, knowing you can spot and avoid even the most sophisticated airport scams. With these tips, you can arrive rested, connected, and confident wherever you land. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more travel safety tips and leave a comment with your worst airport scam story.